Welcome back to another video, everyone. I'm Amy. In this video, I'm going to be talking about self-love and what this really means. Hi there, everyone. Nice to see you. So we're hearing a lot about this self-love, and it sounds very nice, very romantic. We're hearing that if we have self-love, then everything's going to be okay, that I'm going to feel happy all the time, and that everything's going to work out perfectly in my life, right? So the ego immediately jumps in, the progressor, and says, what's self-love? I don't have self-love. I'm not enough right now. I don't have self-love. I need to get self-love. I need to figure this out. And we go on this journey to find self-love, to achieve self-love. Looking through affirmations, meditation, spending money on healers, spending money on gurus, spiritual teachers, workshops, the lot. To find this self-love. Because when we look inside, we think, I haven't got this. Now there's something wrong with me. There's something that I need to fix about myself. Because I don't have self-love, nothing good's ever going to happen to me. Because I don't have self-love, I'm broken or defective. And the funny thing is the vast majority of the time, the term self-love is kind of thrown out there. No one actually really understands what it means. I know that I didn't. I was like, what does it even mean to love myself? How would that even feel? Do you know when you're using this term self-love, when you typed it in, when you saw the title, did you know what it meant truly? Or were you like, I need to find out what that meant? What is this self-love? Sounds very nice, right? Is it possible that actually you already have this? Is it possible that there's nothing that you need to do to fix yourself, to experience self-love right now? Is that possible? Would you like to find out? The vast majority of the time, the term self-love is used in relation to feeling wonderful about ourselves, feeling good feelings about ourselves, feeling blissed out, happy. I'm the best, I'm wonderful, I'm beautiful, I'm worthy, whole and complete. Saying all these nice things to ourselves in our minds, we start to equate self-love to good feelings. And this is actually one of the biggest roadblocks in the journey to actually learning to truly love ourselves. Because when we equate self-love to feeling good about ourselves, what happens when we feel really shitty about ourselves? When we feel depressed, when we feel ashamed, when we feel anger, when we feel self-hatred. Is it possible to love yourself while hating yourself? Yes. But the problem is, when we start to think that when I love myself, I feel good about myself all the time, then when we feel bad, when we feel negative emotions, oh no, I've got negative emotions. Now I'm not loving myself. Now bad things are going to happen to me. This means I'm broken. Does that sound like self-love? What we're doing is we're creating resistance within ourselves. We're on a downward spiral into those negative emotions, starting to feel shame about ourselves. We're not worthy. Nothing good's ever going to happen to us. I can't fight this. I can't fight these negative thoughts I'm having about myself. I don't love myself. Nothing good's ever going to happen to me now. And we're in victimhood. We're disempowered. Stop fighting with yourself. Let's look at it another way. Because it's so interesting to me. We treat ourselves so differently to how we treat others. particularly when it comes to this self-love. If you had a friend or a loved one, relative, someone that you really cared about yourself, who came up to you and said, I feel totally worthless right now. I hate myself. How would you feel looking at them? This is someone you care about. How would you feel? Very likely that you would feel compassion for them. Very likely that you would still feel love for them. Very likely that you would want to hold and embrace and give love to them. Why can't we do this for ourselves? The greatest act of love that we can give to other people is that they can come to us truly as they are. With no act, no trying to put on a brave face, no trying to give off positive vibrations, no trying to be positive, no trying to be anything other than who and what they are and how they feel in that moment. This is the greatest act of love that we can give to anyone. And we know this. So why can't we give this to ourselves? This is true self-love. That we can accept ourselves fully in the moment, just as we are, with all of the negative emotions that we might have, with all of the pain that we might have, with the fact that we've been procrastinating, with the fact that we've been super lazy, with the fact that we've been lying in bed depressed, with the fact that we can't get up in the morning. Can you still accept yourself like that? Because this is true self-love, accepting yourself fully as you are. The good, air quote, good emotions and the air quote, bad emotions. It's easy to love yourself, to feel good about yourself when everything feels nice inside and all aligned. When life's working out and you're blissed out and you're happy, or that you think you're happy, it's super easy to then say, I love myself, I'm the best. I'm going to ask you a question. Can you accept yourself when you're drowning in self-hatred? Can you accept yourself when you feel completely worthless? Can you accept yourself when you have had enough of life and want to die? Can you? For those of you who have children, let's imagine that your child comes to you. It might have already happened and says, Mummy, Daddy, I hate you. We still accept them in the moment, right? We don't cut them off and say, that's it, you're dead to me. That's it, you're bad. That's it, nothing good can ever happen to you. I'm ashamed of you. How could you say that? Is that love? Or is love actually allowing them to be expressing themselves? Holding space for them while they express? Is it love to try and force others to love you? Is that true love? Because this is another thing that we do, right? The self-love affirmations. We notice, or we don't actually even know what it feels like to love ourselves, but we notice that a lot of the times our thoughts and our emotions are saying bad things about ourselves. So this is unacceptable. I'm unacceptable in this moment. I cannot accept myself in the moment. I must change and fix this so that good things can happen to me, so that I can receive love from others. I must fix this, right? And this huge fight that we put up for ourselves. We wake up every morning, right? Self-love affirmation time. I'm going to beat myself over the head with these nice sounding words, because that's what true self-love is, right? Nice sounding words, saying nice things to myself, right? I must cover up all this shit. with all these nice words. I love myself, I accept myself, I'm amazing, I'm wonderful, I'm beautiful. Meanwhile, can you feel this? On some level, I think you can. There's a scream inside that's like, I don't love myself. No, I don't love myself. I hate myself. I'm worthless. I'm ugly. I'm fat. I'm useless. I'm lazy. I'm selfish. I'm proud. It's screaming inside. This is not self-love either. Pushing down those voices within yourself, pushing down those negative emotions and saying, you don't get to exist. I shouldn't feel you right now. I want to destroy you. I don't want to hear you. I don't want to listen to you. You're bad. Is that self-love? I'm going to ask you again. Is that self-love? Do you think? The greatest act of self-love is actually, believe it or not, to allow all parts of yourself, to accept and welcome all parts of yourself, including those voices that are screaming. As I said, it's easy to love ourselves when we feel good. Can you love yourself and accept yourself when you hate yourself and want to die? Can you? What greater act of love to allow that voice to express itself. No longer trying to hide it, no longer beating it down with these affirmations, no longer pushing it into the dark saying, hide, you're bad, I don't want you. Instead, we accept all aspects of ourselves. We allow this voice to be heard. Can you stand here right now and allow those voices to speak, to breathe? Stop trying to strangle them, stop trying to beat them up. Allow them to express. Allow them to be heard. The really funny thing is if you just for once allow them to express themselves, to be heard, to be able to breathe, to have space, to hold space for them, they'll start to lose their power. They don't need to scream anymore. They don't need to sabotage your life. They don't need to try and drag you down because they've been heard. Can you stand there and say, in this moment, I accept and honor completely that I don't actually love myself? In this moment, I accept that for right now, I truly actually hate myself and think that I'm worthless, and that's how I feel, and that's okay. I am where I am right now, and that's okay. Stop fighting with yourselves. Stop beating yourselves up. Once we've truly allowed these voices to be seen and heard, we say, I see you, I hear you. That is self-love. This is a true acceptance. And we know this in relation to other people. Accepting people for who they are, no matter what, unconditionally. We know this and we do this for others, and we need to start doing it for ourselves. Allow and accept yourself for whoever and whatever you are right now. Say, I am what I am right now, and that's okay. I feel how I feel right now, and that's okay. I honor and accept myself anyway. It's time to stop fighting with ourselves. It's trying to beat ourselves up and force love upon ourselves. It's like emotional rape. We're trying to force ourselves to love ourselves. We're terrified to confront these negative beliefs that we have about ourselves. We can do it for other people. We can say, I see you, I hear you. I can see that you feel totally worthless right now. I can see how much you hate yourself. I can see how much you're suffering and in pain and totally negative. But that's okay. I love and accept you. And now we need to start doing this for ourselves. There is no greater act of love. This is true self-love. So I'm going to ask you again, it's easy to love and accept ourselves when things feel good inside. Now I challenge you to do the same, even if things feel difficult, painful, bad inside. You'll actually find that you lose the resistance, that you lose the struggle and the fight. You accept yourself. All the voices are heard, all the feelings are heard and seen. You find peace in the moment. You find peace with yourselves. You can truly love yourself. So I hope that you found this video beneficial. Remember to like and subscribe to my channel. I'll be making regular videos like this to help empower you to live the life that you truly deserve. Have a wonderful rest of the day. Lots of love.